Yeah, so, not the cleanest night for us. Not the best execution, certainly not what we're going to need if we want to reach our goals, but enough, good enough. And I'll give our kids credit for that. They stuck in there, fought through some poor play at times. But if you can defend and rebound like that, you have a chance. And that was really the story of the game, I thought. We limited Manis enough. We guarded the three-point line enough. And for most of the night, they just got one and done, and that's what we want to be about.
We knew it was going to be a hard battle on defense, just getting off. They're a really great offensive rebounding team. They're a really great three-point shooting team. So we knew we were going to have our hands full. I think at halftime we kind of knew that what they were getting were from off of our mistakes. So I think just buckling down, focusing in on what we needed to do defensively was huge, and I think that we got that result in the third quarter.
I just took my first breath, but it does give you a working margin, I guess you might say, where you can absorb a mistake or two at that point, and we did. It's not like we played flawless down the stretch, but we're getting tougher. Are we getting better individual skills and all that stuff? At this time of year, it's hard to do a lot of that, but I think we're getting tougher. Our mindset is getting better. We're starting to develop some calluses, as I like to say. Like, we've done a lot of work up to this point, and it's starting to show in not necessarily playing great, but in how we play. And as a coach, that's what you want. You want to start to see the things that you've drilled over and over and over start to take shape, and we see that. So we're happy with the win, and we'll wake up tomorrow focused on who's next. Yep. Yeah, so our conversation at halftime offensively really revolved around two things. One, we just seemed to be playing offense and not actually executing offense. We were just running around doing basketball things, like we were dribbling and running and passing, but none of it had any purpose. So we talked about having a purpose to what we were doing, letting the defense dictate what decisions we make, because I thought we were just kind of doing whatever for no real reason. So that was the first thing. And then the second thing was to be more, to specifically get the ball into the post more. For that exact reason, we had not been to the foul line. And then, we talked a little bit about how we wanted to do it. Rather than just sit a post player in there, we wanted to move them around first. We thought if we got Swords moving a little bit first and then posted her, kind of take her out of the post and then back into the post, we might be able to get a little better position, and I thought that was effective.
Yeah, I think that just situationally, we looked at matchups, and I think that was just a mismatch that we saw. Coach saw it, called the play, and I think that we executed it pretty well. I did post up a lot in high school, so I love posting up. I think it's super fun, so I was glad I got that opportunity, and I definitely wanted the ball at that moment. So, yeah.
Possession of the basketball, the official blew an inadvertent whistle, and then they took a timeout. I didn't think they should be able to benefit from the official's mistake, because on their timeout, we can't advance the ball. So I wanted the timeout, and, I lost the argument, but as a result, then we just took a timeout after their timeout so we could advance the ball and not have to deal with the full court press.
Yeah, I think that staying positive is extremely important on the court and, in the locker room, in our daily lives. Because I think that we had some rough patches previously, and I think that we had some not problems, but we were just a little bit, we got down on ourselves a little bit, and I think that just remaining positive, knowing that we're a good, solid team, and when we do what we're capable of doing, that we have a chance every night to get this result. So I think that just remaining positive is extremely key, especially when in the first half, we had some miscues, some turnovers that we didn't really need to have, but just remaining positive, knowing next play, keeping that mindset is extremely important. I think that there are two teams out there that really wanted to win. I think that came out in the second half, it was getting down to the wire, and I think that both groups just really wanted it, and I think that that showed from the hustle, and I think that it was a fun game to be a part of for sure.
Yeah, shoot, we probably won't even practice then. Figure they got beat, so. Not really. In this league, look at the league. It's so jumbled up. Anybody can beat anybody. You could tell me that the bottom team beat somebody, I would believe it. It's that kind of league. It's that time of year. You're getting mid-February, late February. conference tournaments around the corner. Temperatures are going up. Kids are starting to come out of that winter fog, so to speak, and anything can happen, you hope. And the teams that do, that are playing the best down the stretch, regardless of seed, who can get the momentum and make the winning plays, eliminate mistakes, those are the teams that are going to continue to win games in advance. And, you know, that's what you want to do. You want to be on the team on the roll at the right time.
So your team's got to do.
Well, that's always the case. I think you prepare for the other team's best shot. I was told on my way in the door to Bucknell that we get everybody's best shot. And that's no different than most of the places I've been. We were a game that got circled on everybody's schedule when it came out, and so it's something we're used to. Doesn't change anything with our preparation. We're not going to change one thing in our preparation other than specific things about the opponent. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.